everyone. My name is Kathy Killen with Royal Caribbean, and I wanted to welcome you to our cruise and travel event. Before I turn it back over to your travel agent that brought you here, I wanted to first introduce a little bit about a background about Royal Caribbean and our product. First, and probably most important, it is important to know that Royal Caribbean has been cruising now for 45 years. That's a long time, 45 years. And I'm very proud of the fact to be part of an organization, a company that has the #1 overall cruise line out there for 11 years in a row. I do realize you have a choice in your vacation plans. What options are out there, whether it's a land-based, maybe it's an all-inclusive, maybe it's you piecemealing together some sort of hotel stay. But I can tell you one of the biggest reasons why people are continuing to book cruises, and if you try it for the first time ever, because we do have a lot of first-time cruisers out there who have never done this before, we have the highest percentage of people coming back to our cruise company versus any other vacation option out there. So I do hope that you give it a try. So besides, of course, the 45 years of doing it, the #1 cruise line overall for 11 years in a row, what is another reason of why we are different than other cruise companies or other vacation options out there? And it comes down to 3 pillars called the Royal Advantage. Royal Caribbean is known for the wow, and the #1 pillar of this Royal Advantage is our ships. We have 22 ships for you to choose from, and the design, the technology, we are the industry leader when it comes to the design of our ships, and you will see that from the moment that you get on board our ships. 22 of them to choose from that go all over the world, and again, the design, the way that they flow. You also, of course, have safety, security to take into consideration, the onboard experience, the way that everything, again, just kind of flows to deliver the best onboard experience for your vacation. As a matter of fact, right now, we have the #1 ship in the world called the Allure of the Seas, and she was voted #1 by consumers like yourself, as well as, of course, our travel agents throughout the world. That's a huge accomplishment considering that the Allure of the Seas is the biggest ship in the world. And again, why? There's a reason for this. And again, if you can experience a Royal Caribbean ship, even if it's not the Allure of the Seas, maybe you can only get away for 3 or 4 nights, try any of our ships, and you will be able to deliver or be able to experience this wow and see us deliver the wow to you and your vacation. All the way down to our newest ship that comes out in November of 2014 out of Bayonne, New Jersey, called the Quantum of the Seas. We are very excited about this newest ship. It's the world's first smart ship, introducing 6 new technologies, just like with the Allure of the Seas, introducing the 7 neighborhood concept. Again, this is unique. This is an industry first, and we lead the industry with first being brought out to sea with a lot of these different technologies and bells and whistles that Royal Caribbean is known for. So of course, like I said, ships are our #1 reason that differentiates us from everything else out there. #2 pillar of this Royal Advantage is our crew on board ships. Whether it's the crew, the officers, or the staff, I actually had the pleasure of working on board ships for 5 years with a competitor, and it was a phenomenal experience, but I can tell you, I knew even then, through word of mouth, through the people that I worked with on board, that there was sought after positions because Royal Caribbean was just known as the industry leader and one of the best companies to work for. Think about the last bad customer service experience that you had. It could have been at your grocery store or wherever the case may be. Do you think that person was happy in their job? There's something different about our people that work on board our ships and that work for this company. We believe in it. We have a passion for it. And I think that that can't be faked. And that's one of the reasons why, again, it's one of our pillars that separates us from other vacations options out there, because people can they can sense that. They can feel it when they go on board, because that makes a difference in how they feel. So when they come back, they're completely wowed. And then, of course, #3 pillar of our Royal Advantage is, of course, our destinations. We have global destinations with 22 ships going all over the world. You choose where you want to go. How long can you get away for? You know, we have ships that do the Caribbean. As a matter of fact, nobody does Caribbean like Royal Caribbean. That's what we're known for. You can do a 3 or 4 night out of Florida. You can do a 4 or a 5 night, 7 nights, 10 nights, or longer, going through the Panama Canal if you want. So tons of options to take you to warmer weather, which is, of course, a lot of people love that idea, especially trying to escape some cold weather in the winter. But let's not forget about some of the other worldwide destinations that Royal Caribbean goes to. You have, let's say, for example, you want to go see the fall foliage. We have Canada and New England during the fall foliage. You have Bermuda, so if you want to see the pink sands of Bermuda. There's no other way to experience Europe, in my opinion, and the Mediterranean than a cruise. Unpack once, you get to see all these wonderful different places with thousands of years of history in Europe and the Mediterranean, the Greek Isles. You also, of course, have Northern Europe with Scandinavia, Russia, the Norwegian fjords, which is what I like to call Alaska on steroids, because hands down, still Alaska is one of my favorites, and Royal Caribbean goes there too. It's just that there's so much to see throughout this entire world. And you can also, of course, experience that Alaska cruise with a cruise tour. Maybe you want to do a pre or a post on land with the world's largest glass dome train in Alaska. Royal Caribbean has that. So depending again on where you want to go, how long do you want to go for, we have something for everybody. And again, not all vacation options can say that and deliver the consistency of the brand like Royal Caribbean can. That right there is the reason, of course, that separates us from our competition. But why would you want to cruise? Now, some of you here today with your travel agent may have never cruised before. Actually, you're in the majority. I think the most recent statistic that I have is about 24% of the U.S. or Northern American population have cruised. That's a huge percentage, and it has grown every year, but there's still many people who have never tried it. You have to try it once. I'm telling you, when you look at the value of why you would want to cruise, start doing the math in your head. Okay, let's take, for example, a seven night cruise or a 7-night vacation. I'm a family of 4. I have a husband and 2 daughters, age 3 and age 8. When I went on my last vacation that was not a cruise, I think I spent more money going on this land vacation than I could have done on a cruise. Because when you think about how much it costs for a premium hotel, oceanfront no less, that goes all throughout the Caribbean or wherever for 7 nights, how much would that cost you and your family, or you and your loved one, whoever it is that you're traveling with? How much would that cost? So hotel cost is one. Number 2, now let's take into consideration meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. And I'm not talking just breakfast, cereal, and milk, even though we have that on our ships as well. These are phenomenal meals and options of a huge variety of foods that you guys can have at your fingertips morning, noon, and night. That's included as part of your cruise. That's a huge expense for families when you're looking at vacation options. That's taken care of on a Royal Caribbean cruise. So besides your hotel, your meals, let's talk about entertainment. What do you do when you go on vacation? If you're doing shore excursions, maybe you're thinking about entertainment. Our entertainment is included on Royal Caribbean. We have Broadway shows. How much does it cost to go to a Broadway show? That's included on Royal Caribbean. We also, of course, have ice skating rinks on our ships. That's a first at sea. And we have ice skating shows. That's all included as part of your cruise. We do not charge extra for that. So whether you are traveling with children, without children, if you're older, you're younger, maybe you are traveling with a family, maybe you're just traveling as a couple, a newlywed couple, there is something on our ships for everybody, and not all vacation options can say that, you guys, and do it extremely well like Royal Caribbean. So again, something for everybody. Activities galore. You have daily newspapers that are delivered to your staterooms every night before the next following day with all the different activities. But the beauty of cruising as well, besides the unpacking once and having everything there at your fingertips, so it can be relaxing, you can be active if you want to, but the beauty of it is you choosing what you want to do or what you don't want to do. Maybe you're one of those people that just want sun and you want to get a book from the library and hang out and watch the waves go by, or go out by our phenomenal pools. You can do that, as well as, of course, having access to casino, having access to spa. And one of the best things about Royal Caribbean is the fact that we're the #1 cruise line for families. So if you're traveling with children, we have an award-winning Adventure Ocean program, complimentary, no mind you, from ages 6 months to 17 years. We're the only cruise company with 5 different age groups. That's a huge plus for those that are traveling with children. I know when I went on my vacation back in December out of Baltimore on the Grandeur of the Seas, it was like pulling teeth to try to get my kids out of Adventure Ocean to come and eat in the dining room with us because they were having such a wonderful time. So it allows the parents, it allows the children to be able to have fun no matter what their interests or backgrounds are. However, if you're looking to actually experience a vacation and not really see a lot of kids because maybe you're traveling without children, we can help you too, because the vast variety of activities that is allowed for those that are traveling without children too. And again, it is extremely important to know that not all vacation or cruise options can do that and do it extremely well, like Royal Caribbean can. And besides all of the things that we offer on board our ships, let's not forget a very important piece of the puzzle, and that is the ports of call. The reason why people love to do cruises and why it's got the highest percentage of people coming back on our Royal Caribbean product on a cruise ship is because people love the idea of being able to experience different ports of call. You can get on and off the ship in these ports. The ships actually dock right in the hearts of many of these towns, especially if you're looking at the Caribbean. I know of no other better way to do an Alaska cruise or the Mediterranean, or if I'm going to Asia or Australia, New Zealand, than a cruise, because you have one very comfortable bed to sleep in, but somebody else does the driving. They pull into different ports, depending again on how much itinerary you want built into your cruise. There's lots of options to choose from. And that's a huge piece of the puzzle for a lot of people that may have never cruised before. So the ports of call is very important in your decision as well. So make sure that you grab a brochure tonight, talk to your travel agent to decide which cruise, which sailing date is going to be the best fit for you. And before I turn it back over to your travel agent and to wrap things up, I did also want to mention the fact that a lot of people do like the idea of all-inclusives. I do get that as well, because I know that I like to have some drinks when I go on board our ships. We do, of course, have drinks on board our ships. Besides all your meals and your snacks included as part of your cruise, we do include, of course, some flavored waters that are available in our buffet. We have lemonade, iced tea, coffee, tea that's available. However, alcoholic drinks and soda are not included as part of the package, or bottled water. Even though, again, of course, we have that, it's just that if people want that, there is a charge extra for that. We do have, as of now, introduced an all-inclusive beverage package. So if you're looking forward to the all-inclusive look and feel of a vacation, we now offer that on Royal Caribbean, which a lot of people do not realize. It could be a beer and alcohol package, but I do know that one of the most popular ones is the one that includes beer, wine, alcohol, all of your tipping on those drinks, as well as bottled water and fountain soda with a souvenir cup. It's $55 per person per day. The drinker in the cabin can purchase it, whereas the non-drinker, if they don't want to purchase it, they don't have to. As long as there are 3 nights left in the sailing, let's say that you get halfway through your cruise and you decide, you know what, I think for the last 3 nights of my cruise, I do want that all-inclusive beverage package, because there is no maximum. Everybody's tolerances are different. However, please know that all of our staff on board have been trained with the Surf Safe program, so we are serving alcohol responsibly. But again, this is a huge bonus for a lot of people that don't want that surprise bill at the end. They want to know exactly what they're spending, and we can do that with our all-inclusive beverage packages. One of the things I wanted to leave you with is just a little bit of food for thought on why you want to use a travel agent. I can tell you number one reason is because of us at Royal Caribbean. I work directly with the travel agent that brought you here today. We have that relationship. They can save you money. They can save you time. They work directly with us, which is the cruise companies, to give you the best value for your vacation because of that relationship. You don't get that if you're booking online or booking direct. So please know that that's a huge, huge bonus to save you time, to save you money. They're an expert. They can offer that expert advice because they're trained and they've done these different travel experiences all throughout the world, as well as different options. They can tell you what is good, they can tell you what's not so good, and match you up correctly with the best vacation that you're looking for. All right, so what you're going to do now is you're going to talk to your travel agent here that brought you to this event, go over any questions, take a look at the brochure, figure out what it is that you are looking for to do on your vacation, and your travel agent can hook you up accordingly and give you the best vacation possible. So with that being said, thank you so much for coming out today. We look forward to serving you on your next Royal Caribbean cruise. Have a great day. Thank you.